Hey y'all, it's Leah. I wanted to share with you my latest journal. This is a cooking journal. I used a 1953 reproduction of the Better Homes and Gardens new cookbook that I found on Amazon for not too expensive, and so it was much cheaper than the list price, so that was really good. And I wanted something that had like the vintage look to it. I didn't want to, I tried using my own from the 90s, and I just didn't like the look of it. So I went ahead and got this one because I wanted to do it more of a vintage look. So let's kind of do a little flip through. I kept some of the pages. I kept all of the tabs. I didn't do much to the, I think only one of them I added something to it. Within each section, I added a piece of double-sided cardstock or scrapbook paper, and added, that's where I put like tags and different things on there. So I had a couple of these little like booklet things that I just strung around on the these things. I can't, my mind is going blank right now. And plus the spirals. And so just some different things. I thought this was really cute that I had gotten from somewhere. It's the 3 R's to remember in feeding school children. And it is from 1931. It's from the Kroger. Kroger's been around forever. But it's got, you know, like how to make a good diet for kids and some breakfast food options and different things. So I thought that was really cool. And then I found a couple of different quotes that I added in. So I just made a little pocket there. This one I just took a doily and turned that into a pocket with a little tag that I had made. This has some texture paste. It's glitter texture paste. And then I took the pink flamingo or Flamingo Kitsch, I think is the name of it, and just kind of went over that a little bit. So then I just saved this whole section. I liked because it was like the meal planning and nutrition. So some of the things I thought were really cool because they kind of fit the 1950s. And so then the special help. So some of them I added on the backs. I did some little, this was just a guest check that I had decorated and then just put in some little pieces. But I tried to always keep the first page because that was always a color photo there. So just kept this section, was just all the different ingredients, terms used in recipes, that kind of stuff, just kind of some basic things. And then we get into the actual recipes. So I did a little cupcake liner decorated there. This is a little tea bag, and then I just stuck for Wednesday wishes and some things on another group that I'm in, a swap group. I just asked for recipes and anything kind of vintage, and so I've gotten a lot of different things from people. So I didn't use any of my own recipes. I have some from my aunt, but that's about it. I don't have a lot of family recipes that have been passed down. So this is just kind of other people's recipes. So I did this little cluster, made that into a tag. This is a skeleton tag that I learned about. I thought this was cool, the milk bottle cap, because it's from Newberg, Oregon, which is not too far from here. So I thought that was fun. This is, sometimes I just added things in there when I found them. So this one I just punched the holes in and added that to it. So tried to keep with the themes of different things. So breads, I thought this was really cool because it was like written on like a piece of parchment paper. It's a recipe for banana bread. So I tried to keep cool things like that. That I found some like at estate sales and stuff. I would get like somebody's old cookbook or something that would just have all these random things. This is another one that's just written on like some like notepad paper. Banana nut bread, banana cake. So that was cool. I like just the old piece of it. And then I've got another honey bread one that somebody had sent me. So this, I made a pocket within a pocket. So just added some little things there. This is like an old Betty Crocker and gold medal flower handout that they had. All these things that used to be included and stuff. So this one just has a bunch. I used a page actually from the cookbook that that I took out, and I made a pocket out of that, and then just added in a bunch of recipes there. So there's some more things. This is all about breads. Just did a little corner tuck with lots of recipes. This one I added a little dangle. It's got these really cute, get them to go because they're silver, on silver paper, so those are really cute. Just added that little dangle on there. Another cupcake liner kind of cluster that I did. These are my favorite little flowers and things from Nikki. This one is just full of kind of those old recipes. This one is just written on like a piece of brown paper, and it's for a cake frosting recipe. So all of these are just like real old, really cool things that I just love. I love the look of old vintage paper, so that was really fun. Got another little pocket. This was an envelope from a kit that I had. It came, like, it had stamps in it, and so I just covered it with paper. And then I love this quote, "Party without cake is just a meeting." So it's all kinds of cake recipes in there. I love coconut cake, so that was a fun one. I had to include that in there. And then I love these old cards. My mother-in-law has like the whole set, so those are fun. Just another little handout that they had. So I did this. This is one of the lace tags that people were making, so I did one of those. Another just little folded pocket with some recipes in there. Another little canning guide that I just strung on the loops. Did another little lace tag there. This was from another, like a kids cooking book, kids cookbook that I made a pocket page out of. While I was doing this, I was also following a May challenge. So every day you had different prompts, and so this one, the prompt was to use something from nature. And so this, I actually ran some leaves from my garden through. You like lay it on your paper and then put a piece of wax paper on top and run it through your die cutting machine, so at like the highest setting. So it just makes an imprint of that, and then you peel the leaves off. And so I just thought that was really cool. So I did that. I had another one where I had to use triangles. So that's my little triangle cluster there. So I also added, I have an Edith Holden book that it's like a, I forgot what it's called, but it's like a kitchen piece where you can write your things. So it's got recipes on it, and then on the back it's got like her quotes for things that she saw in nature, just like her journals and stuff, and then a place that you can write your own things. So that was cool. I had to do a hidden paper clip and a dangle, so that was that thing on there. There's another little tag that I had. And I just included this page from an old cookbook. And somebody had sent this to me, so it was owned by a woman who lived in Chile for a few years. And so it was one of her old cookbooks, so that was really neat. Another little corner tuck with just a bunch. I just kind of just put a lot of random recipes that fit. I went through, I mean, I had a stack of recipes like this big, and so I sorted them all out by the different categories of the book. And then so then that's, as I was doing each section, I would put just the recipes from that one. So these are all cookie recipes in there. This was a really cool, just little maple syrup recipe book. So I just popped that in the pocket so it hangs over there. Some more cookie recipes in there. And a little tag. This one I had to do, I think, like a tag in a pocket kind of thing. Some more just recipes written on random pieces of paper. Those are always fun. This is written in, I can't remember what language. We had looked it up and now I can't remember what it was, but somebody had sent me a couple of pages of this, and I think I looked up some of the words and I think it had something to do with like a cookie thing, so I put it in the cookie section. So hopefully that's right. And then some more recipes just in a little pocket there. Another little tuck. This we had to use a technique that we had never used before, and this was like embossing on like magazine paper, and so I used a recipe page that I had and then ran it through the embossing machine. So I thought that was fun to do. I had to do another cluster with, or I had to do something with something shiny, and so I've got different sparkly things on there. Another little tag that I did. That was another one of the Edith Holden pages. This is a tuna recipe, kind of little flip out, so I just left that as is, glued the back down and made it a little tuck for that. This, my sister-in-law had sent me some, she had a book from recipes from different states, and so she sent me all the Louisiana pages, so that was fun. Another little pocket with these are all meat things. So these I started doing, I went through all my napkins, and so started gluing napkins onto book pages, and so this one was fish, so I thought that was perfect for those words. This is another one of those. This was like something with noodles, so I figured, and I think it had some kind of meat in it, so I put it in the meat dishes with that. So I had a couple of pages with that one. Some of them I didn't put the extra page in, and I was trying, as I was getting to this part of the book, I realized it was filling up, and so I didn't want to make it too big, and so some of them, if I didn't have some things that went with that section, I just left it blank. This one we had to use stamping, and so I did some inking on, or some inking on there. So it says life is what you bake of it, and then just made that a little belly band and a little tuck there. It's another one of those Edith Holden pages. It's a little Campbell's soup, and so I had some more Campbell's different things and tomato soup recipes. This I just kind of went with a little vintage ladies on there. This has some texture paste that I mixed in with some ink, and then that was another tag. I can't remember what the prompt, but that was one of the prompts that we had to use for that one. This is a time card that I used. This one I had to use mail, and so I had gotten a HelloFresh envelope, and so I turned that, I cut it, glued it, closed and then cut it in half and turned it into a pocket. And then this one we had to use inking. And so I had fun with this one. This was a little envelope that I had, and then went with the yellow, and I thought the corn was perfect. So I have a piece of corn and a corn chowder recipe in there. Just another little book page pocket from that, little tea bag, some party recipes. This was a fun, I like this section, all of them like entertaining, that kind of stuff. I just put a little belly band back there with another one of Nikki's little crocheted items. And that is it. So that is my full journal. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, y'all.